LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga has elevated the franchise to new heights. It is by far the biggest LEGO Star Wars game we've had yet and explores every single facet of all 9 movies. And of course, it does that with the usual LEGO game charm that we've all come to love. However, to make sure that you have a great experience with it, you need to know a few things before diving in. Number 10. Which trilogy is the best starting point? The order of trilogies has always been a point of contention for fans. While some like to watch the movies in their release order, others prefer a chronological approach. And since LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga also presents you with the option of starting from the trilogy of your liking, things can get kinda confusing. As far as the movies are concerned, the original release order is recommended for first-time watchers, while most veterans prefer the chronological approach. However, one caveat with that is just the jarring change in image and CGI quality as we jump from one trilogy to another. For this LEGO game though, that's not really an issue. All 3 Skywalker trilogies are made with the equal effort put into them, and you can't really go wrong with either of them. With that said, if you want to keep the story consistent and don't want to jump around the eras, then starting from Episode 1 is the one for you. And even though we've had LEGO games before for these earlier movies already, there's still tons of new content, mechanics, and of course, jokes for you to discover. Number 9. You can't be a completionist on your first playthrough. There's a great variety of collectibles in most LEGO games, with trophies or achievements tied to them, and getting everything can be super satisfying for all the completionists. This game, though, is kinda different. No matter how hard you try to get every single hidden item and collectible on your first playthrough, it just isn't possible. Why? Well, because a lot of collectibles are hidden behind game mechanics that only certain characters have access to. For instance, there could be a kyber brick hidden on top of a canyon that only some characters can climb. And since you unlock characters by playing through the episodes, it's better just to have fun on your first outing. Besides, you can always return to these areas with the required characters in free play mode later. Number 8. Don't hesitate to grab easy kyber bricks. The world of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is full of things to collect, and kyber bricks are the most important of them all. These allow you to upgrade your character's abilities and level up, and apart from some challenging ones that require you to use a specific character, they're mostly pretty easy to get. You'll either find them hidden behind easy puzzles that any character can solve, or even out in the open sometimes. So while collecting everything isn't important, getting kyber bricks whenever you spot them is very helpful, especially for the late game. Number 7. Fall recovery makes things less frustrating. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga isn't a challenging game by any means, but let's be honest here, you're not here for a challenge anyway, you're here for the story. If someone wanted to play a difficult game, they'd go play Elden Ring instead. However, there are still some little quirks here and there that are enough to frustrate you, especially when you're trying to explore new areas for collectibles. As we've mentioned before, a lot of areas in this game are locked behind difficult jumps or high areas that only certain characters can reach. However, gaining the high ground isn't always easy, so you end up missing the jump and falling off a cliff a lot. And each time you do that, you lose some studs, which can feel kinda harsh. This is why turning on fall recovery is recommended. Not only does it make your exploration more fun, as you can take more risks, but it also keeps your studs intact. All you have to do is head into the accessibility settings and check the fall recovery box. And while you're there, you can also enable subtitles from the same menu, which makes sure that you don't miss any jokes during your playthrough. Number 6. Which upgrades should you get first? LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga comes with a pretty robust upgrade system with general abilities and specific skill trees for each character. And of course, to get these upgrades, you need tons of studs. So, focusing on the upgrades that allow you to collect more studs in the game is a wise strategy. The first and probably the most important upgrade is called Attract Studs. This is your ability to slurp up the studs around you like a magnet. And the best thing about this is that you can upgrade this a lot of times, which increases your range. Honestly, this is such a time saver and can completely transform the way you play, especially at higher levels. You'll be scooping up studs from miles away without even going near them. The next upgrades that you need are Counter Cache and Hero or Villain Terminal Expert. Both of these allow you to earn studs for performing an action. For Counter Cache, it's studs for getting successful counters in combat, which also makes the fighting more interesting and fun. Terminal Expert, on the other hand, allows you to unlock studs for each successful hack, which is also super handy. Other than these, the Collectible Detector upgrade is also super handy if you're going for a completionist run. Not only does it highlight any hidden collectibles around you, but you can also toggle it off anytime you want to reduce the clutter on your screen. Number 5. Break everything. We're in an age where most games are going the open world route, and while it isn't a fully open world, the latest LEGO Star Wars is full of vast open spaces. Whether you're in an open area or an enclosed hallway though, one thing is for sure. There's stuff around you you, that will break. If you're new to LEGO games, you should know that breaking stuff gives you studs for upgrades. So wherever you go, try to break everything. Not only that, but if you do it during a mission, you can fill up your stud meters to get the true Jedi ranking. So get to smashing. With that said though, there's also an optimal way to smash things. Nope, it's not your blaster or fists, it's your butt. Yes, using your butt stomp ability on things like your Mario does AoE damage, which breaks a lot of things around you at once. And since most characters can shake the ground with their butts, it's a great way to clear a room and get studs quickly. Number 4. Buy hints to unlock new stuff. One of the more fascinating systems in the new LEGO Star Wars game is the ability to buy hints by spending some studs. These hints usually point towards new side quests or puzzles, both of which can unlock new characters or rare collectibles. And also, if you're exploring a planet anyway, it's always a good idea to know what sort of things you can do around the area. Besides that, since you need a lot of different characters to find hidden collectibles and secrets, this is a great way to fill up your roster. Number 3. Always turn around at the start. If you've ever been a completionist, this is probably a pretty basic tip. Most games that encourage exploration have some cheeky secrets hidden right at the start of the level that most players miss. And on our playthrough of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, we found tons of these hidden in plain sight. So wherever you start a level, always turn around. Who knows, you might find an entire shooting gallery minigame that's super fun and totally worth checking out. Number 5. Don't feel like fighting? Be a droid. There's such a massive variety of characters with their own sets of skills and abilities that it's honestly baffling how they managed to even jam it all into one game. Not only that, but the way NPCs behave around different characters is also unique to each class. So if you want to skip through the fights and just explore, you can be R2-D2 or BB-8 to do that. Or if you're trying to get into the Secret Empire or First Order areas, you can dress up as a stormtrooper instead. All you need is to collect the items of clothing that enemies drop and assemble the full suit. Number 1. Just go out there and have fun. This last one is perhaps the most important one of them all. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a delightful love letter to every fan of the franchise. So take your time, explore these great worlds, and do whatever you want to do. This game empowers the player and gives you the freedom to carve your own path through the galaxy. The important thing here is having fun, and if grinding upgrades isn't your thing, then you don't have to do it. So go out there and wreck some LEGO Sith Lords. That's a wrap for this video. Where will you start your journey in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.